Welcome to the Pood and
Pea Show! We are the Pood Peas, or the Pea and Pood. Episode 2.
The food the little Pood eats.
Yes, and why we're doing this episode is very fascinating. Our son was born early, and he has a feeding delay. So certain foods he doesn't like. And he's got a little sensory issue with that. And a swallowing issue.
So while this may be a similar problem for parents of any age, we think what makes it unique for us as being parents in our 40s is that we today obviously try to eat better than we did 20 years ago. Because today, when you eat a lot of crap, it tends to stay on you, right? It doesn't burn away as fast as it did in your 20s when you can eat practically anything you want and not have to worry about weight.
Then you have a super crash and you're dealing with a toddler. That's crazy.
And we don't have the patience we used to have too.
Exactly.
20 years ago, we might have had a lot more patience than we have now. Now it's like, oh, all right, get this done. We got other stuff we got to do too. So yes, we don't have the patience we once had.
And also with a child with a feeding delay, it's a lot of things. Feeding actually is one of the most anxiety-filled thing, we'll call it, or activity, as our speech therapist calls it, that parents do with their child or children. How many kids you average to have? 1 or 500, however. And for us, especially for me, it was very stressful because he really didn't take to purees at first. He didn't take to this or that. And it was very stressful. And our speech therapist, was very great at helping us get through that. But I digress. So searching for foods, investigating foods, talking to our doctors, doing all that is such a time-consuming task. It's frustrating. And when you're older, your patience is like this much versus this much, right?
So what we did is we went, talked to doctors, did our own research, went to stores, and we found things that our little guy likes. And we just want to be upfront here and saying that we're not pitching any of these. We're not being paid by anybody here to pitch their products. These are things we found on our own that we like. So.
And we like the quality of them. They're healthy. Yeah. They're not filled with all these preservatives and whatnot.
And our little guy likes them.
Yeah. And with his digestive issues are perfect.
Yeah.
So that works out great. So you want to start with the yogurt?
Let me start with a few things here, and then Michelle will talk about some other ones. So one thing that we started doing when he was more of an infant, I suppose, is looking for little pouches that we could feed him, when we were out and about, or just here even in the house alongside the bottles that we would feed him. So you can buy, these kind of little pouches anywhere, really. Target, Walmart, your local grocery store. But we are big fans of Aldi. If you have Aldi where you live. Again,
not a product placement.
No, it's not. It's just we're big fans because they have good quality food at really low prices. So I went there one day and I was looking. I'm like, oh, look, they have baby food. They have these little pouches. So I called Michelle and she said, yeah, let's get some. So we did. We brought him home, and sure enough, our little guy loves them. So
loves them.
He doesn't eat them quite as much now as he used to because he's starting to grow out of them. But he still eats them.
They're great to have on the go.
And they're great to have on the go.
I mean, we would spend like almost $100 at Target on pouches for him, and these cut our bill down to like almost $50.
Yeah, these are 60 cents. Yeah, these are probably, you spend $100 at Target, you can probably spend 60, maybe 70 at most for these. So, it is cheaper. Also, these Happy Tot ABC multi-green cookies. So our little guy loves cookies. He will stand at this refrigerator and he'll point up at the top because he knows the cookie jar is up there, and he'll scream because he wants cookies. And of course, we don't always give in to him, but when we do.
We give them cookies.
We give them these because these are a little healthier than your standard animal crackers that you can get.
They're by Happy Tot. They're called the ABC cookies. Amazing. They're healthy. They're not filled with so many preservatives. But why we like them is because they have different flavors. The texture is a little coarser, so it gets him to like the different textures with foods and his sensory issues. So great cookie alternative to regular cookies.
Then we also have yogurt. we spoke with our doctor. What do you call
His
it?
kidney, his nephrologist. He has kidney issues, but
So we were asking for recommendations, and the doctor recommended this brand called Noosa, which is a whole milk yogurt, and they have all kinds of flavors: blueberry, raspberry, strawberry, rhubarb, lemon, vanilla. Anyway, you can get this at Target, and our little guy loves this. He'll sit there, and we'll just scoop it and feed him directly out of this, and he'll eat a half of these at a time easily. We also found this forager.
I found it.
All right, you found it. You can get this. We get this at our local grocery store called Jewel. It's like Safeway. So if you have a Safeway near you,
Safeway
on the West Coast,
Vons.
You could probably find this there too. But forager, it's cashew milk yogurt. So if you're into alternative milks, we found this to be something that doesn't have a lot of crappy ingredients, and it was really good, and he really likes it.
Yeah, because my thing is I really didn't want to feed our child a lot of cow's milk. I'm nothing against if you do cow's milk. I mean, that's fine. It's just with his digestive issues and reflux, it just was something that was going to irritate him more that I was concerned with. So, we kind of did trying different things.
Yeah.
And did you want to talk about the bars?
Yeah, I can mention these Happy Tot fiber and protein bars when you're on the go and you just need to give them a snack, or you're at home even and the kid just won't shut up, and it's just like, come on, just get him something quick. These are healthy and they're delicious, and he also loves these, and they're filling too. They'll fill him up.
Yeah,
so.
The only thing is I recommend for us, we have to cut them in smaller pieces because of his chewing. He's not really good with chewing. It's harder for him. So for me personally, we started using this when he was 1 year old. But if your kid is a chewing monster, go ahead. It's up to you. We love these things. They come in a couple different flavors. But, okay, so in the beginning, Gabriel loved veggie burgers. He loved Dr. Prager's spinach bites, sweet potato bites. Now he's like, I don't want them. He loves chicken nuggets, so faux chicken, or even regular chicken. Sometimes I have to put maple syrup on them. Very, very, very little bit. Why? I don't know. I just did it one day and it's something he likes. It's the taste, and his occupational therapist and speech therapist said, go with it. Whatever will get him the nutrients and keep him fulfilled and whatnot.
He does have a little sweet tooth, so he will notice when it's missing.
Right. So when we're doing like this, the feeding training, we'll use these graham crackers. They're the vanilla ones. They're like the goldfish, but they're grahams. And we'll dip them into raspberries lightly and then give it to him. It is very time consuming and very I have no patience anymore. And as an older mom, it's just like, oh my God, this is crazy. But you do whatever you can for your child. And that's what we realized. But yes, it's very stressful. It's very anxiety ridden and whatnot. So, okay. Now what I do is he's really into quesadillas and the chicken nuggets. So for lunch, I'll usually do a quesadilla, just one, flip it over. I use the carb balance because I think it's just a little easier and it's less intense on his little body and then his hyperactivity. Cheese, whatever cheese you want. Make it, serve it, cut it, enjoy. Merry Christmas. So that's great. Now he's still on formula, usually 2 bottles. And also he's on iron for his restless leg syndrome. But with iron, you can't put it in milk. You can only put it in juice or water. He doesn't drink juice. He drinks water, but the taste is not pleasant. So we found this amazing brand. Again, we're not paid, sponsored. Technical difficulties. We're back. So Moala milk is a milk that we use for Gabriel. I found it online from Moala. It's a koala.
No, it's a
Do koalas make that noise?
I don't think so.
Okay, apparently his koalas do. Anyways, I found this online from another guy I follow on YouTube, and it is such a good product. So this banana milk is literally bananas and sunflower seeds. They've got strawberry banana. They've got all different kinds. They have almond milk with honey. But anyway, so I use this one because mostly, again, the whole milk thing, I prefer not him to drink cow's milk. Too much cow's milk. Again, nothing against cows. We love cows, but it's just his digestive system. And also, we give him iron, liquid iron for his restless leg syndrome. So it can't be in milk. It can only be delivered in juice, water, or almond or milk, milk alternative. And since he doesn't drink juice, it's a milk alternative. Okay. So this is what we use. Also for his formula, which he still does because he needs to supplement some nutrients for what he doesn't get.
And brain fart.
Okay,
Hello,
sorry
Michelle.
about that. So,
You miss anything?
oh, these things here, these pouches are great. They're little applesauces. He loves them. So, Walmart, Target, they're awesome. Anyways, I mean, that's really it. And I guess our point is the older you are, the less patience you have, especially when you have a special needs child, which, you know, we don't mind doing it because he's our baby. He's, you know, right there with us. But it's just you have less patience internally and you try not to show it to him so he doesn't feel it. But it's just like, I need help. Or, you know, like you say, what do I feed him? What else do I give him?
Yeah, I just
you
want
know?
to feed him healthy and feed him right.
And
'cause that's where we're
so
at.
it's hard. And anyways, that's our show for today.
So please leave us any comments you have, any
Yes.
questions. If you have suggestions for future topics for future shows, we'd love to hear them.
Yes, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button and hit the like and also hit the bell so when we post new stuff you'll get notifications. And we're trying to do every week. And yeah, we
So,
thank you for watching the
Good.
Pood and Pea Show.
Pood and